I'd like to introduce you to Prospect Heights. Prospect Heights is a really diverse neighborhood, architecturally as well as ethnically.
When you walk out of the subway, you can see the sky and the beautiful buildings, and you're reminded how the city is really not respecting or protecting our landmark buildings.
The Prospect Heights Apartment House District is an area in the southeast corner of Prospect Heights that contains about 106 buildings that were built between 1909 and 1929 and represents the first high-density modern apartment house district in Brooklyn. The Prospect Heights Apartment District is more than just a part of the history of Brooklyn. It's a destination for hundreds of thousands of visitors to the Brooklyn Museum, the Brooklyn Botanic Garden, the Brooklyn Public Library, and Prospect Park every year. It's also home to a vibrant and diverse population that makes up some of the biggest concentration of rent-stabilized housing in Prospect Heights.
This entire area, it's a very particular sense of place and a very special sense of place that you cannot, once the buildings are torn down, you can't regain that.
The Prospect Heights Apartment House District is unique in Brooklyn in that these are this wonderful ensemble of kind of Parisian-like streets, that you have this graceful streetscape that really reflects the early 20th century development. Landmark designation will ensure that the Prospect Heights Apartment House District remains the wonderful place that it is to visit, live in, and walk through.
It's hard for communities to fight development pressure in Brooklyn today. But historic designation is one of the few tools that can help not only preserve our buildings, but preserve our communities and the rent-stabilized housing that they contain. That's why it's important for you and for hundreds of other people like you in Prospect Heights to sign our petition calling on the Landmarks Preservation Commission to designate the Prospect Heights Apartment House District a New York City landmark.
This push to preserve not only preserves the architecture, but preserves the stability that makes this neighborhood a community.